Hello student, how are you all? Fine, okay. As you know that we have already discussed the force and laws of motions, mostly all the topics you can see. Although when students comment that sir, one more times start the force and laws of motion. Today I am going to discuss that topic, but student, first you should see the topics, mostly all the chapters I have covers, but little bit those who have not covered I will try to cover your portions, and then I will start your numericals. But before comment, I think that you should also see the all topics, because mostly all topic I have discussed you can see. Okay, so now today we have the topics. Your topic is force and laws of motion, or laws of motion, whatever you say. Okay, you know that already that in the laws of motions we have discussed there is the force and laws of motions, friction, and dynamics of circular motion. These three chapters contains in unit thirds, that is laws of motion. Okay, and in the laws of motion basically we have also discussed the Newton first law, second law, and third law, and all three laws I have explained in separate one videos. Okay, you can see that ones, but here in this class today I will discuss mostly all the force and laws of motions, because already I have discussed. So shortly I will try to explain that topic one more times. Okay, and those who have problem, you can see all the topics one by one topics I have made and uploaded. Is it clear? Okay, so come to the points. You know that if you will discuss the force and laws of motion, there are and some laws and that we will know. Okay, but before it we should know what is the force. Force means whenever we push or pull. Yes, whenever we push or pull the object, and due to which what happens, the object changes or try to change. Yes, change from its positions, and sometimes it cannot change if there is the less amount of force is applied on the object. But if we apply the more force on the object, definitely it will shift, it will change. Is it clear? Okay, and you know that the force is a which quantity? Vector quantity, and we can write the F is equal to ma. Can we write here? Okay, very good. And so you can see that definition all basically all I have written here. Okay, and also I have explained the inertia. Inertia means what? This is the inherent force. What is the inherent force? Means in absence of the external force, you will see that if the object suddenly comes the external force and it changes, just like you may have seen a storm, yes, cyclone. Okay, and even whenever you shake the branches of the tree, you shake the branches of any plants, what you may have noticed, I think that suddenly the leaves, fruits, flowers started to come down. Why it happens? Due to inertia. And also you have seen that the farmers, they beat their grains to remove the dust. Even also to remove the dust from the carpet, you can beat the carpets, so you will see that the dust will come out, it will separate. Okay, so there is the applications of the inertia. Okay, means in our day-to-day life that you can see the inertia where it can be produced. Okay, there are so many applications. And Newton's first law, what is the Newton first law? Newton first law means, you know that in the surrounding, if the object are theirs, according to Newton's states that the object will theirs while there is not applied the external force. It means it states that everybody in this surroundings, in this universe, will always in their state while there is not applied the external force. If you will apply the external force, the object will changes. If it is in motion, it will be in rest. If it is in rest, it will be in motion. This is the Newton first law. But what is the Newton's second law? Second law states that the rate of change of momentum is directly proportional to the applied force. Means whatever you will apply force, according to that in the momentums it will changes. That is the F is equal to dt by dt. You can find out their relation also. And third, what is the third law? Third law means every action there is equal and opposite reactions. Just like I think that you may have seen the boat. Whenever you jump from the boat near the sea, you may have observed that you go forwards and boat goes backwards. Why it happens? Because with your legs the backward force act on the boat and you move forwards. There is the Newton's third law. Whenever you press the spring, what you may have seen? I think that you may have seen that the spring also apply the force. Okay, when the soldiers fired the bullet with the guns, they observe that when the bullet goes forwards, its recoil, means their recoil can be explained. That is the also it based on the Newton's third law. Is it clear? Okay, so all the definition I have tried to mention on this topic, and but before it you will see my mostly all videos separately. I have made all the video, and please see that ones. Subscribe also. I think that maximum you have subscribed, and those who have not subscribed, please subscribe my channels, and also press the bell buttons, because whenever I will upload the new videos, and you will get notification. And also after completing these sessions, please share in the group. And one more thing that the students, suppose that you have problems in any new topics, you can comment me. I will try to upload such type of problems. I will try to sort out. If you will comment, definitely. And also if you have any doubt, and again you comment me what type of questions is going on your minds, I will try to sort out. Is it clear? Okay, now see your definitions. I think that there is the definitions. First I have written here the force. Force means what? It is a push or pull which either changes or tends to change the state of rest of uniform motions of a body. It means if you will push or pull, definitely the object will try to change, or it will in motion, it will comes in rest. If it is in rest, it will be in motion. And you know that the force is a vector quantity. Yes, vector quantity. Very good. So, and we represent this is F. And what is the dimensional formula? M. Why? Because you know that F is equal to ma. F is equal to ma, mass into acceleration. So you will write kg meter per second square. It means ml t minus 2. So this will be the dimensional formula. But what will be the CGS unit? Dyne. CGS unit? Dyne. Okay. The CGS unit of force is dyne. SI unit Newton. SI unit Newton. Okay. SI unit Newton and CGS unit dyne. Dimensional formula mlt minus 2. Formula F is equal to ma. Which quantity? Vector quantity. Related, you can find out mostly all the questions. You can see these ones. Now we have the inertia. Inertia means inherent force. Yes, inherent force. In the absence of external force. Absence of external force, the inability. What is the inability of a body to change its state by itself is called inertia. Inertia means sudden whenever it comes. Already I have discussed that. Suppose that have you seen the cyclone? Have you seen the storm? The heavy or fast flow of the air, on that times you can observe inertia. So inertia I is equal to, that is the what? Mass into perpendicular distance. You can take mass into means mass into perpendicular distance. It means kg meter square. It means find out the dimensional formula. What you will find out? M L to T minus T0. What will be? M L to T0. This will be dimensional formula of the inertia. Okay. Next we have Newton's first law. First law, that is the law of inertia. Okay, it states that everybody is in a state of rest of uniform motion in a straight line unless it is compelled by some external force to change that state. It means whilst you will not apply the force, the object will not change. There is the compel, there is the external force, then it can change. Is it clear? Newton first law. Okay, very good. Next we have linear momentum. Momentum, that is the mass into velocity when it goes in the along a straight line. So it is defined as the total quantity of motion containing a body and is measured as the product of mass and its velocity. That is the P is equal to mv. Momentum is the vector quantity. Okay, so you can write P is equal to mv. This is the formula, and you will find out the formula also. You can break kg you measure in mass in measure in kg, velocity meter per second. It means m l t minus 1. This will be the dimensional formula. Okay, and linear momentums, if you find out that the difference between the two objects, you can find out. Okay, and so you can write their definition also, and related your linear momentums, you have Newton's second law of motion. What is second law of motions? We have written, see that it states that the time rate of change of momentum of a body is directly proportional to the external force applied on it, and change in momentum takes place in the direction of force. Means F directly proportional dp, okay, dp by dt, or F is equal to k dp by dt. Can you write? Okay, and k is equal to 1, k is equal to 1 in SI unit. So F is equal to dp by dt, cross multiply. So you will write here dp is equal to F dt. If you will find out the total momentum, then what you will write here? The total momentums, it means you will write here integrate in both sides. So here will be integration, then here will be this is the momentum. You can write here what will be the P1 to P2 and 0 to T. So F will outside and find out their integration. So if you will write in the vector sign, you can also put here you can also put the, okay, so write down here. So you will write P and limit P1 to P2 is equal to F integration of T and 0 to T. So here will be P1 minus P2, or P2 minus P1, upper limit minus lower limit, okay, is equal to at the place of T, what you will write? T minus 0 and F is here. You can multiply here, means P2 minus P1 is equal to Ft. This will be the answer also, you can write. Okay, next impulse. It is defined as the product of average force and time for which the force act. It means the formula F is equal to dp by dt, cross multiply here, then you will write dp is equal to F dt. dp is equal to F dt. Again you can integrate this one. Okay, the total momentum you can find out just like according to this one. Okay, next Newton's third law. It states that every action there is equivalent opposite reaction. Whatever you will apply the force, that will also react, that will also apply the force by the object. Just like suppose there is the one book is there on the table, so book will apply the force on the table, but table will also apply the force. So suppose that here is the weight W and R is the normal reaction. Now one is the downwards and another is upwards, so W is equal to R you can write, but one more be, okay, you write down what you will write here. W is equal to minus R, vector minus R, okay, minus here indicates the directions. Is it clear? And so you can write F is equal to vector F equal to minus W. W, that means what? mg, mass into acceleration due to gravity. What is the value of g? G is equal to 9.8 meter per second square, and value of capital G 6.67 10 to the power minus 11 Newton meter square per kg square. This is the value of capital G and small g I have written here. And one more is the principle of conservation of linear momentum. Principle of conservation of linear momentum. It means it states that if number of external force act on a system, then momentum of the system remains constant. Remains constant, it means suppose that there are two objects and the force is acting, and one having the momentum p1 and another p2, then add this one, so you will get the same constant. It means suppose that p1 plus p2 is equal to constant. P is equal to momentum here is p is equal to mv, okay. So you can break this one. And one more I have explained here, that is the equilibrium of concurrent force. Concurrent means what? Concurrents, you can see that if a number of forces, I think that, are you able to see here? Okay, but you can listen. I have written here equilibrium of concurrent forces. If a number of forces act at the same point, they are called equilibrium forces, and the condition that body may be in equilibrium, or the number of forces acting on the body may be in equilibrium, and if that forces should produce zero resultant force. It means suppose that there is the point, one force is acting like that, another force is acting, and you can see that, okay. And one more you can take, this is the like that, okay, one force is acting and this is the resultant force. So O is the origin, one force is acting, suppose that F1, this is the F2 and this is the F3. It means the sum of F1 plus F2 will equal to F1 plus F2 is equal to F3. But here is the direction, you see upwards, and this is the downwards. It means F1 plus F2 plus F3 should be 0. It means the sum of all the forces which acting at the point and should be 0, and that is the, okay, equilibrium of concurrent force. Equilibrium of concurrent force means two or more forces is acting at the points, and the sum of all forces which are acting on that particular point and should be 0 resultant force. Is it clear? I think that this topic also I have explained, you can see. And mostly whatever today I have explained, all the topic I have explained separately in each videos, you can see, okay. And although you have, then you comment me, okay. Okay students, thank you. Until now you have not subscribed, please subscribe my channels, okay. Thank you.